може, дивіться, не може це переставити. Він зараз ставить.
Наша прибула. Дивись, нам треба все поставити світло.
And after that, we'll have yeah, of course. After the press conference, yeah. Like past years, and we should get legislation in Congress, the White House,
Yeah, no, I thought the same thing about the book. I was like, ah.
Okay, very good. Give me a second.
But if we don't have to take our territory, you know, who's he from? We got his territory. We got his territory. Otherwise, everybody else gets it.
Who's this guy? You mean
He's some other job.
Yeah, but you.
we should be. I think.
Yes, effectively.
You hold my tripod spot?
these guys are going to come in here. They're going to try to take this. You know, try to get the angle. But we don't need that angle. We want this one. We want to be right next to it.
Or over here. Come on, right?
Yeah, Peter. We want to be here.
You want me in the middle?
This is
Where do you want me?
this.
The camera there here, so this is going to press down again in one. You're going to have Organisers dash Ukrainian investor, and then they will give them little bears.
They'll be, how will they be, right here?
Yeah, they'll be right here.
We need to set up. These guys are setting up.
And then maybe
let's
for
just
your
grab your
purposes,
shit.
we'll give them bears to go and attach these bears to the fence. And then we'll have Q&A section. Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll give you guys my card, so if you have like any questions, or like you just can call me if you don't see me. Yeah, thanks a lot.
We were just in Dubai. We did that Zelensky interview in Dubai recently.
Oh really? How was it?
It was very cool. Yeah, easy.
I mean, sure. Yeah, jealous. All over. Yeah, sure. Doing good. Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to put the lectern, the podium, the lectern there. So it's right. No, that's too high. I mean, look, no, stop. We don't need it that much tighter. Can you stand up where the blue phone is? There's a person's going to be standing on the ground, so just stand at the blue phone. Okay, that's good. So,
Can you flash your gang signs?
can you zoom back just a little bit?
YMC.
No, never more than that. That's almost too much. Because we don't need the trees. This is going to be about talking. And then, so lock it there. Just lock it.
Peter, you need anything more from me?
Wait.
David, can you stand in?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm in the middle of something. I'm not standing there.
David, no, why not?
Because I'm in the middle of like getting my something.
You got time for that, but we have to. We're trying to set up the camera position. All right, just stand here, right on the counter. Thank you.
So you want to have this?
This one might be much higher. He's getting my good side, the outside. Yeah, except that I don't need to put
The camera is this height. I'm actually tilted up a little bit.
That's okay.
So when she's in there, we're going to be straight over.
Yeah, I don't know. Stay level.
I know. No, I'm
Talking to give you on that mic.
below everybody's head.
When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one nation to sever the bonds from another nation, today is that day.
That's what we're doing. So what's that from?
Declaration of Independence. Thank you, Richard. That's good because that sets the tone. You look at this and you'll see how we can cut that in the way.
You want to be quite like west?
Yeah, because he's got a wide shot, you've got close up.
We've got to push on more side as well, but
he's straight on the face, but the question is, with she's this way, these guys are going to be on different sides. So, Peter, you may need to be safe. We don't know which direction the body's going to face.
Okay.
So to be safe, you need to move over a little bit here. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, Bill. Stand up straight.
are we standing pretty gentlemen? I think I'm doing what
I'm good. I'm good.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah,
I know exactly where you're looking.
standing. I'm like thinking about like what frequency. I had to turn on my transmitter to like get my space and like he doesn't understand. And no offense, I was ready now.
No, that's okay.
I gotta get it. Good. Yep. Last. Good.
It was on. It's hard to see things. You got it.
And we want to record everybody's, we have no idea what we're going to do.
Okay.
So let's get the whole
straight through. Okay.
Do you have enough charge here?
Yeah.
She's a little bit shorter than me, not you. I don't know how tall the tallest person is. But like she comes, I think, up to about here.
Don't be shooting up. I mean, you can see where the lens is.
Yeah,
right?
okay, that's good.
I don't think anyone's gonna. This is like less than 5 feet.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. But did you, by the way, did you see how they came in? They like put their gear. We would have not had this problem. They would have had those, but that guy ended up back. Let's see. It's very competitive. They want to get
Right, we'll see about 40 minutes.
yeah, but let's not. We can't.
I'm gonna
move
go
any-
grab a battery.
Yeah, okay, but don't move any equipment.
I'm not gonna move into this
Oh, that's
one.
fine.
Lock down and grab the battery.
How are you? Nice to see you. No, the island survived, but I went to supposed to be a quick trip and ended up being a month. Are you going to China?
The blue thing is the target, right? Okay, like this?
It's very quick.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they're going to move it again. It's so bad. This little weird is so bad. A personal trip? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dubai, they had amazing Chinese food. You get it was like a great Chinatown. There's so many people, like all of the people that are from China. There's so many. Yeah. So, a lot I could have lived there. It was so boring.
I don't know.
No, he did charge, but one we said didn't charge up. So, I only changed once. I'm on my second.
I'm on my second.
But there were 6 total. Well, there's 3. 2 that are at 0, 1's at 5. So, and one says no charge. I guess it's taking it.
What's the old man up to today?
He's working testing. He's not working today.
Yeah.
He needs a break to do that.
No, I do.
35%? Yeah, I'm good.
I did not.
Plug in the card. These are V-mounts.
I'm thinking maybe we do the 260 yeah, but I'll watch the stuff.
You power down to save battery.
You want to show this? Or you can do it with the okay, why don't we do the 260 now?
Yeah. We're just taking a guess. Thank you.
Yeah.
Aha, бачите, вони всі беруть звук десь. А вони всі стоять. Окей, добре, я тобі зараз подивлюсь, що тут є. Ця колонка, так? Так. Ну добре, давай тоді. Це тоді я, мабуть, щось тоді зараз подивлюся, як вони мікрофон не ставити, щоб записати. Це просто така колонка, я понял. Добре.
Yes. Yeah.
Перші, так?
Sam, you said you don't have any.
You gotta move it closer. Yeah, you're letting them get in and then you can get in.
Thank you.
Testing, 1, 2, 1. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Hey. 1, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2.
Sorry. Yeah, and then still good. Just in Milan, I was like, oh, that makes a little more sense. Are you conducting? Can I go there? Yeah. Okay.
Which guy are you? This guy, Sam? Yeah. Check. Good. Good?
Thank you. Just like this. With him?
With him.
Okay.
I'm so sweaty and tired, but I want to remember something. Thank you. Okay.
Testing 1 2 1 1 2. Hey hey. 1 1 2 1 2. Hey hey. 1 1 2 1 2.
Раз. Чик-чик. Раз. Разом. Раз. Раз. Чик. Вітаємо. Чик. Зараз. Чик. Супер, продовжуй.
Висипу я будувала.
Чик.
I will do my best. Я просто дуже близько підсуну.
Діма, що по карбинці? Нормально вона? Нам трошки.
Вітаємо вас.
Сьогодні день, ми не вони. Лісі. Ранок. Супер.
Люблю працювати зі ставом. Став красивий.
Test 1 2. Hey. Hey. 1 1 2. Test 1 1 2 2. Hey. 1 1 2. 1 2 1 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hey. 1 1 2.
But it's not what she's like. It's not. I will put it down. You think it's worth to be professional? Yeah.
That's not right. We're broadcasting. We're not like this.
Yeah. Your advice to put it like absolutely. So she's not going to be focused on this one. You're absolutely right. You're right. It's not a good like speaker, so just working with what I have. I will put it all over.
You have your little clamp with the sticker.
Like,
No, we're holding on. Setting up the appreciate it. No one designed this. They don't have.
you're right. Thank you. Of course.
Do you know where any of the organizers are? I just wanted to check in. What's your name? Thank you. At all? You're not really, right? No.
Exactly. Oh, I'm good. It's just a new like stand. But thank you.
There'll be something like this, and plant it.
I would say actually.
I don't know, I'm just thinking. Maybe something similar that you do in the.
Yeah. Maybe one over here.
You do? Oh, it would help a lot. Yeah.
Then I'll throw.
That.
These microphones have been attached to my microphone. Anybody?
Again?
Are these on your microphone?
It's Ні, я пішов договарюватися. Так що давай почекаємо. Почекаємо.
Just like to be spoken to first.
But it was, I'm sorry, we did a lot of time.
Yeah, I didn't put that there, but it is, yeah. Okay, I just...
Все нормально, нормально.
Я маю знати, коли ви покажете.
Не літаємо.
У вас є, так?
Так, починаємо рівно о першій, а можливо 12:50.
Що будемо монтувати, не знаєш?
Сьогодні ми зібрались. Дякуємо вам.
No, I'm not worried. I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just old school or something.
Сьогодні неймовірний день.
So yeah, it's all cool. Have you spoken to me first?
I didn't initially put this on. So it's not a video.
Okay.
I know, just like 3 different people.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Hey, 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 hey. 1, 2, 1, 2. Two, two, hey, 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 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, hey, 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 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, hey, 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 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, hey, 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 1, 1, 1, 2, 2.
I don't know, maybe other roles in politics might be.
check for the
Guys,
of the event.
if you wanted to catch
Bears,
Ukrainian ambassador, he's going to be here in about 7 minutes. He's going to be walking this way, just giving you the heads up. Because lots of press, I think, will be trying to like ask for something. So just like letting you know.
Okay. Check 2, 3, 4, test 1, 2, 3, 4, check 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Just letting you know that we have ambassador walking through in 7 minutes. So if you want to ask her some questions, give me the heads up. Get some photo press. She's going to be speaking at the press conference. Perfect. If you wanted something separately, just let you know that she's going to be.
Thank you very much. And we'll get it at the podium. I guess I'm just supposed to do
I got 3 microphones. These guys.
You can get like
Everybody put the microphone.
I'm gonna copy these guys. They look like they know what they're doing.
Дякую, що прийшли. Дякуємо, дякуємо.
Sound check, test 2, 3, 4. You're right, Malik. You're absolutely correct.
Норм, воно настільки сильно.
Стань тут. Стань, зніми очі.
Я знаю, то я ж в ключниці рибану тут.
Ти знаєш, просто сльози отак будуть текти.
Да, воно спекотно,
Чого не вижу? Не
Так.
вижу, не бачу. Ви зараз, може, зніміть просто, щоб трошки світло.
Lithuanian National TV, do you have a minute for like a comment before press conference right now, right here? About the same topic. Well, we can trace away from the sun. What would be the best angle?
Thank you so much for coming. Дуже дякую, що прийшли. Можна я вийшла вам
No, sorry, that's not going to work.
You want to back close like that? Yeah. That's not how you yell about that, but like that. No, we have to make it this way. Yeah. So, since the Iran war started, Has it been more difficult to rally support for Ukraine here in Washington? Have you felt like the tension of the administration shifting away from the press?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, I would love to. You have my number. There's a lot of.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Just gotten out of hand. Full of capture.
Cody, I'm on the 247.
Bill, we need you.
Yep, I'll give you my check. There's testing 54321, testing 54321, testing 9876 54321.
Alright, I'm hearing that on channel 1 is kind of low, so you might want to boost that.
Okay.
So it's channel 2, I think it's your camera mic, and it's way, way louder.
Okay, gotcha. Channel 2 we're not using, it's just channel 1. But I could boost channel 1.
Kill channel 2 and see if you can bring up channel 1 just like a couple DB.
I'm going to keep channel 1.
Testing 54321, testing 54321, testing. Our level's okay?
Yeah, it's still, like I said, it's good. You brought it up a little bit. Now it's like negative 20, which is good.
Okay, so it does sound louder?
Yeah. You don't need to test over the test to make sure it's rolling?
I'm rolling on it, so it's all good.
You want me to check it? Why? Thank you. Hello, sir. I'm from Lithuania National TV. I noticed you have a Lithuanian flag here.
Yeah,
Sveiki.
Vytautas Pačkauskas.
Laba diena, sveiki.
Laba diena. Laba
Jūs
diena.
iš Washingtono?
Yeah, no, mes in Michigan. But dabar mes esam čia for the summit for American Coalition for Ukraine. Ir
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I
Yes,
galim
prašom,
pasikalbėti?
prašom. Visą Lietuvą žinojimą.
Galim
Gerai.
šiek tiek pasisodė geras. O jūs
Take check.
jūs iš Mičigano dabar?
Yeah, Michigan. Michigan, yeah.
Будеш говорити? Ти попасти, kodėl nusprendė čia.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Як чути? Чути як? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3.
O jūs papasakokite apie save, jūs gimėt Amerikoje?
No, gimėt Vilnius.
Informacijos metais ir tada su tėvais ar ne pasitraukė po karo.
Dabar čia?
Ir į Ameriką atvyko 50-40 kažkelintais metais. 47. Ir visą gyvenimą Amerikoje po to balsuodavo rinkimuose, kad remtų Lietuvą.
Не, ну чекай, я там буду. Давай.
Mes buvome Lietuva.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Раз, два, раз, два. Раз, два, три. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Раз, два, три. All good, sorry? Нормально по звуку? Прекрасно. Добре.
I don't want to try to think in Lithuanian and there's so much to say. I know.
Ambassador's making a statement and these comments there.
Huh?
Anybody wants ambassador recording statements, she's there. We're giving it now.
Окей, ну вона буде ще тут, так, мати?
Так, ну вона там буде.
Давайте, або їх сюди сміть, або просто хай йде, щоб вона буде йти.
Вона коли буде йти?
Вона буде якийсь час вантаж.
Тобто вона не буде мати опрінг мати?
Вона буде мати, але вона в них сразу йде.
Добре, окей.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for...
She'll be here soon, yeah.
Okay, we have an ambassador to commissioner if she wants to go say hello, or if the manager wants to shake her hand.
I just wanted to see if she could put some papers down on the...
She definitely can. She definitely can. We'll just move this over. No problem at all.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll move things over.
Thanks so
This
much.
one is not going to be movable, but she can fit her paper right here.
Perfect.
Today, yes, the last 2 days, we met with 15 When you visit the Capitol by yourself, when you speak to the legislator, there is hope for America. When you listen to what the White House is saying, sometimes we can get discouraged. But America is the unity of the people. And the people of America stand for Lithuania, the Baltic states, and Ukraine. And so I have hope that America will see that Lithuania and Ukraine and all of the Baltic states have been their strong allies, and that American values will see.
Yep.
Right?
Sure, please.
One of these,
Put it here.
best I can do.
Yes. We hope to pass the ambassador.
Oh, wait, who's the ambassador? Oh, she's speaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe after the
she's gonna run.
Oh,
so like,
she
if you
is?
want to ask her something, you
Yeah.
better do it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very important person.
Hello. What's up? Yes. Red dress.
After being spent 2 years with 7 came to the United States and joined the Air National Guard.
1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check, mic check, mic check. For the mics who are here. Pepper McCall. Yeah. Member McCall, want to maybe agree. Sana. Member McCall has arrived. Maybe you want to go and say hi. Oh, there's there? Okay. How do I get you now? I remember any Ukrainian event except for Zelensky coming that
You live right now in Michigan and Detroit?
you should take some photos like global press or Antaya speaking. She's recording.
Can you step aside for 1 second?
Yes, of course.
Beautiful area, very much like Lithuania. We can make mushrooms every September in the forest there. Yeah, ačiū, prašom.
Want to stand on the backdrop? Want to stand on the backdrop?
Yeah, ačiū.
I mean, like, where the people.
Did I get a shot?
Do you want to be like on the backdrop or no?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so stand next to us.
Chairman McCall is here and ready.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, Mike McCall.
I'm all set.
Thank you so much for coming. Such an honor.
After.
Po spaudos konferencijos. Jūs būsite dar čia? Norėsiu dar pafilmuoti.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. We're together.
Yeah. Well, we're always happy to help with the process of like this. We're happy to help.
Remain very good.
Yes.
I'll be there. Oh, amazing. You're going on
And then President, yes,
Ern's not here.
presidential site. And then I'm going to Kharkiv, and I'm going to go towards the front lines and shoot down some Russian.
Right, okay. Stay safe. Best of luck to you.
We'll run down. So we'll begin at 1 p.m. here. We have pretty much everybody here. We'll have opening remarks. Short ones.
Give me a beer. A beer.
Afterwards.
All right. So wait, we get a beer.
We'll ask you academic and then we'll have.
So I'm sorry, I got distracted. So you give us a bear, and then what we do?
We'll ask you to attach them to the fence.
Attach to the fence.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. We'll show you how to do this.
All right.
And then after that, we'll have.
Oh wait, are there 20,000 bears?
Yes, yeah, a little bit over than 20,000.
Because I thought Warner Marches is like they each represented something.
No, each represents a weekend. So there's literally 20,000 bears. That's not anything.
Yeah, I get some bad news.
No, we wanted to go big. Teddy bears, we gotta bring 20,000.
I'll just take that out. What you told me.
Let me catch you a couple of it. She will be there.
So what's the lineup?
Ambassador, then Sandra for the car. She's gonna come, yes.
Okay.
And Attica Weston. And after that, Jordan.
Oh, no, and so you would do the bear and then the Q&A.
Thank you. Oh, Center for the is here. Are you guys live streaming this? Reuters will be live streaming this. Okay.
Oh, Congressman, you have a great taste in time.
Thank you.
You want one? No, I
think
don't know.
I'll be in, I'll be in
You wanted that? Yeah, we're going to yeah. We have Reuters live stream this.
You gonna have photos from this one?
Check, check.
Well, that's what when is what you
No. Afterwards. Now?
It's an honor to finally meet you in person and catch up from Gaza. We organized this and for a long time.
You don't have to be mine. You can just say yes.
My idea and my attitude on the behind me, even bigger volunteers to all of this doesn't end with going to stop here.
Yes. Yes.
We have a slight problem where you want to say the uniform. Маріана є, мені не треба, так? Це йому. Він швидше.
Ще ні. Будемо чати так.
Раз.
You can put Raskin in the account. We need to start because the Ukrainian embassy.
Also, we don't. Yeah, he's gonna come.
I asked him 5 minutes. Just roll in and I will be introduced.
Done. 1, 2, 3, mic check, mic check. If you guys hear me, just letting. Mic check, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Everybody hears me good? Okay, wonderful. We're gonna begin in 3 minutes.
Перший. Я хочу, щоб я сказала спіч.
Let's move people from here.
Так прийдуть точно.
On the side from me.
We need to put this so we can put the binder on.
Dear friends, let's clear the shot here.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. They already taped it. Okay, we're ready to start.
Where's Mike?
I'll get them.
Yeah.
Katya?
Я представлю вас і проект. І ви йдете перші. Я буду Hello, everyone.
Thank you. Please come up. Do you know Madame Ambassador?
Yes, of course. No, we're gonna.
The resting police hold the barrel and tell you what to do with it. Sweet. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today with this important event. We're here to draw attention to Ukrainian children. My name is Katya Pavlevich, and I'm an advisor on children issues at Razum for Ukraine. Advocacy community has been struggling to convey the time of abduction of Ukrainian children that makes people understand that this is the largest case of missing children since World War II. Because the return of stolen children is such a sensitive matter, and because publicizing details about children who remain missing can endanger rescue efforts, we search for a symbolic way to tell their stories. That's why we chose a teddy bear, a universal symbol of childhood. Each teddy bear represents one child abducted by Russia, and there are 20,000 of them behind me. These are the children that we know were stolen. But how many others are there? The real number of abducted children could be as high as 200,000 kids. And in that case, the installation would span from the Lincoln Memorial all the way to the Washington Monument. We want to ensure that Washington, D.C. hears and sees all the abducted children of Ukraine. We want every decision maker to understand that this is an ongoing crime and to make their decisions with Ukrainian children in mind. These children may not have a voice here today. We may not know their faces, but we must ensure that of the advocacy community, I urge Congress and the administration to keep these children at the center of every decision they make about Russia and Ukraine. And this includes how this war is going to end. When we lift sanctions on Russian oil, we enable Russian energy companies involved in the abduction and re-education of children, and the First Lady Melania Trump did to help. She has helped rescue 26 kids, and we are eternally grateful for this. When support for Ukraine is reduced, efforts to bring these children home are weakened. And when Ukrainian territory is offered as a concession to Putin, we are offering him thousands of children who live under Russian occupation. This is immoral, and this is un-American. When we facilitate negotiations with Russia, we must remember, Ukrainian children are not bargaining chips. They have to be returned home before any peace deal with Putin is finalized. We are grateful to the State Department, the Congress, and the First Lady Melania Trump for their efforts that they made to help return these children, and we ask for continued financial and political support on the matter. Make no mistake about it. Putin is not going to return children willingly, and we must use all available means to bring them home. I also want to thank nearly 100 volunteers who helped assemble, deliver, and install this installation, as well as our partners, American Coalition for Ukraine, United Help Ukraine, St. Gabriel Institute, and the Ukrainian Catholic National Shrine of the Holy Family. We will not go away until Ukraine's abducted children are returned home. And now, please welcome Her Excellency Olga Stefanishina, Ambassador of Ukraine to the United States.
Thank you. First of all, I'm so proud of all the hundreds and hundreds of Ukrainian volunteers who are working DC. It's such a relief for me as for the ambassador. It's such a fantastic backup. And second of all, I think it's worth sharing sort of a personal story. The war caught me up as a man where we witnessed the abduction itself. How kids were split from their families. They were going through a filtration camp. The families were divided. We saw so much. Justice Minister, my job was to make sure that we create a database. And here today, as the ambassador of Ukraine to the United States, I'm so proud to witness that Senate, Congress, and the government of the United States, including the amplification and the voice of the First Lady of the United States, take the lead on that. This is so much important because of all these efforts, all this knowledge, and all these crimes being witnessed and documented. Nobody dares to make abducted children a question. So since the beginning of war, Ukraine returned more than 2,000 kids already. So 2,000 living witnesses saying that they will learn to forget their identity, they will learn to forget their names, they will learn to forget where they are coming from, they will learn to forget that they had families, parents, they were forced to build a new identity. This is not a new issue in Ukraine's history. More than 100 years ago, in the beginning of 20th century, Russian Empire and Soviets were trying to deprive us from bread, trying to destroy as much Ukrainians as you can, because this nation never been loved by Soviets. All Crimean Tatars were deported from Crimea, because they saw that if we will deprive them from their land and identity, they will stop existing. And now Russians are not trying only to destroy Ukraine, they are trying to deprive our country from our future. So many thousands of kids from their generational right to be Ukrainian, to develop in Ukraine, to grow in Ukraine, to be part of their families. But make sure, I'm absolutely confident that all Ukrainian kids will come back. This installation today has been created by so many hundreds of Ukrainians who care about the return of Ukrainian kids every day. This installation reminds us that Russia is a terrorist state. Russia and all of its political leadership are the criminals, not the rivals or war fighters. They are criminals who have committed the most severest possible crimes. They deserve the justice, they deserve the accountability, they deserve to be sanctioned as heavily as they only can, that every morning they wake up, they know they are not able to pay their bills because they are criminals. Let us be... Thank you so much. Let's just not forget that this installation brings a lot of attention, but the kids remain abducted every day. They spend every day in captivity, calling themselves different names, calling the other people their families, and some of them who have been abducted more than 4 years ago might not even remember their parents. Let's see this installation, bring as much attention as we can, but next day we urge our colleagues from Senate and Congress not to forget to keep this wheel running. Your attention, your energy keeps the attention of your government on the topic. We are grateful for your effort, for the legislation passed, and I mean, this is truly an honor to be somebody who's working with you, whose attention you have, and to have such a tangible results. We're looking forward for the implementation of the recently adopted program by the U.S. Department of State, helping of Ukrainian kids, meaning that the number of 20,000 that you see here on the installation may significantly mount in the upcoming months. So I'm grateful for your attention. Please keep the topic on the agenda. You might not have Ukraine on the news every day, but the war has not stopped. Kids have not been returned, and civilians have not been returned from the captivities. Thank you so much, and let's keep on fighting. Thank you.
Remarks. I'd like to introduce next Senator Amy Klobuchar.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Katya. Thank you to Razum. Thank you to the ambassador, to my colleagues, Republicans and Democrats who have worked so hard to keep this torch and keep this torch high on the brutality that is happening in Ukraine, this invasion of a sovereign nation, but also the little voices that you don't hear, the kids that can't be here today, the kids that have been kidnapped. I want to thank everyone for putting together this moving art installation, along with, of course, Mariana and the American Coalition for Ukraine. Congressman McCall and Congressman Raskin, Senator Blumenthal, we have all worked together as champions for Ukraine. Sometimes that... making sure the resources are there to fight back. Sometimes that involves the resources that are there to work with our allies and make sure they're also stepping up. Sometimes that involves major diplomacy, but sometimes that involves 20,000 teddy bears, just so people are there right now. I want to particularly thank our Minnesotans here, the Protez Foundation, and Yokov, who's here, that have helped so many Ukrainian soldiers, and they just sent surgeons over. They've done incredible work for people who have lost their limbs. They come to Minnesota, they get the help they need, and are able to go back to Ukraine. I also want to thank Maria Doan, the president of the Minnesota chapter of Ukrainian National Women's League of America. I got to join her at the Ukrainian Fish Fry in Minneapolis recently. It was an incredible group. So the work that have been done to shed light on this issue, by the First Lady other than the Pope to make the case in the Vatican and to thank them for the help they've given us, but also ask for more in the work that's done to have gotten these 2,000 kids returned. There I met 4 teenagers who had been really in captivity, taken from battlefields, taken from towns that had been blown out, kids that had lost both their parents, kids that were somehow able in Russia, in schools, to get cell phones behind closed doors and call what seemed inevitably to be their grandmas. And they would cross enemy lines, go get those kids, bring them back. One girl I remember in particular, when we first met for breakfast, she was kind of taking, as kids do, selfies, talking to her friends. But when she got in the Vatican and she told her story to the Pope and he gave her a rosary blessed by the Pope, she just started sobbing. Those tears were the tears of an entire nation and the tears of all Ukrainian Americans. In February, President Zelensky announced the milestone with the 2,000 children, but there is so much work to be done. That is why we are so proud to have passed this bill on a bipartisan basis to make sure that we get, that was announced, the $25 million to continue to track these kids. Finding 20,000 kids is not easy, and we are using modern technology with the Yale Lab and other places to track where they are. I will always go back to the words that President Zelensky stated the first day of the invasion, when everyone had counted out Ukraine, when no one thought they would be able to stand up to this superpower invading them, and Vladimir Putin. He said 3 words. He said, "We are here." And with this art installation, of 20,000 teddy bears, we again say, we are here. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the remarks and for all the work that Congress has done. And I would like next to invite the Senator Richard Blumenfeld, please.
I have never met the Pope, but I have met the children of Ukraine. I have met children who have been abducted and kidnapped. In the course of my 10 trips, I've been to Ukraine 10 times since the beginning of this war. 10 times. And every time I have visited, what has inspired me, above all, is the courage and strength of the people of Ukraine. They will never be defeated. The people of Ukraine will never succumb to the brutality and bloodthirsty aggression of Vladimir Putin. What I saw in the eyes of those children who were kidnapped by Russian forces, abducted from their homes, said to be orphans only because the Russians killed their parents, is the relief of return, but also the grief of the torture, emotional burdens that they will have throughout their lives. What Putin is doing to tens of thousands of children, more than 20,000, is a war crime. It is criminal. And that is why I am working for a bipartisan bill in the United States Congress that says we will declare Vladimir Putin a war criminal if he does not return those children now. Now. I will take this teddy bear with me when I go back to Ukraine in May for my 11th trip. I will go back to Ukraine with this teddy bear, not just in my pocket, but in my heart, with the image of these bears. You know the saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words? This picture is worth 1,000 words of your faith and your trust. And let me just say, finally, what Vladimir Putin is doing here is not trying to take territory alone. He's not trying to defeat a nation alone. He's trying to destroy a people. That is the purpose of abducting children, changing their names, re-educating them, killing their identities, if not the children themselves, making sure that they never grow up speaking their own language, knowing their own religion and culture. He is trying to destroy Ukraine in a way that harkens back to the 1930s and 1940s, when Ukraine almost was destroyed, and when the Nazis tried to destroy other peoples as well. I know about that time because my dad came here in 1935 at the age of 17 to escape that persecution in Germany. And what Vladimir Putin is doing today should enlist all of America, not only as a political and a legal challenge, but as a moral imperative. We must defeat Russia. We must make sure that Ukraine is preserved as a nation, as a people, as a culture. And I can tell you, the American people will be behind Ukraine. The American people will stand strong behind Ukraine. And I will never forget two things that Volodymyr Zelensky said when Biden offered him a chance to leave Ukraine. The Russians were literally about 10 kilometers away. He said, "Don't send helicopters, send ammunition." And the other thing that I will never forget, when I went to visit him the first time, it was in his bunker. There were no American diplomats in Ukraine. There were no American soldiers in Ukraine. America had withdrawn. America left President Zelensky and the Ukrainian people on their own. And we went back in the wake of the Ukrainian people pushing back the Russians. And I asked President Zelensky, "Do you think you'll be all right?" And he said, "In the end, it will be fine. And if it is not fine, it is not the end. In the end, Ukraine will be fine. But America needs to be behind Ukraine. We need a sanctions bill. We need more military aid. We need more economic assistance. America must do its part, and I call on the president down this mall, do your job. Stand for democracy. Stand with Ukraine. Join us and join these great people in standing with Ukraine. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you so much for the remarks, and I'd like to invite a person who's been championed in this issue since previous Congress, since the first time we learned about this issue. Please welcome Representative Michael McCall.
I want to thank my colleagues behind me. I want to thank the ambassador from Ukraine. What a courageous woman. Yes. Yeah, you can clap for her. She, so impressed with her. She told me she had to leave to attend a meeting with the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, and I told her to deliver the message, we need to put sanctions back on Russian energy now. I want to thank the ambassador for working with the First Lady to help return these children. The fight against Russian tyranny is really one that spanned generations. from the Donbass to the steppes to the Caucasus. People of many countries have resisted Russia's grasp for power, and I'm proud as an American to stand with them. For as a famous Ukrainian poet, Taras Shevchenko, wrote in his immortal poem, Kafkas, fight and you shall overcome. As we all know, the Russian Federation, has abducted at least 20,000 children. That's what we know of. I think the number is very much higher, probably 100,000. And some of these children's parents have been threatened into giving up their memorize propaganda and told that their country and their own families are the places they've been sent back to the front lines of the Russian-Ukraine conflict to fight against their own country. Greater than the last lullaby that I just recently read, I would submit that to you. The story of just one female child that was abducted. The last time we saw war when the Nazis kidnapped Polish children. I recently hosted a showing of the film Children in the Fire at the Capitol, and I encourage all of you to watch it to see firsthand the stories of these children that have been these holy innocents that have been abused and tortured. It's really evil in its purest form. As a father of 5, I cannot imagine my own children being subjected to this kind of evil. We must do this not just for Ukraine's sake, but for our own sake. That's why I introduced a resolution calling for any ceasefire agreement to include the return of these abducted children. I've also introduced a bipartisan DROP Act that the senators joined with us that requires targeted sanctions on anyone dealing in Russian oil. We have to have consequences to bad behavior, and the sanctions will provide that. I also call upon full implementation of the Repo Act that I passed that calls for Russian sanctioned assets to pay for the very war that they started. Make Russia pay for their crimes, for their war crimes. Russia attempted to re-engineer an entire generation into a battle plan. Make no mistake. And I think as the senator mentioned, his plan is to go well beyond Ukraine. They are preparing children for a war with NATO itself. Winston Churchill once wrote in his book, The Gathering Storm, there was never a war more easy to stop than that which has just wrecked what was left of the world from the previous struggle. He said, called World War II the unnecessary war. I often think about the blood and treasure that could have been saved for my father's generation had Chamberlain chosen to display strength rather than appeasement. And now we are faced with a similar choice. Our adversaries are working together to undermine our Western values, demean our democracy, and terrorize children around the globe. Evil is on the march. Now is a time for moral clarity on both sides of the aisle, and history will judge us by how we respond. I was proud to have authored and passed into law the Emergency Wartime Supplemental Bill that armed Ukraine against this Russian aggression, for without which Russia would be occupying Ukraine today. But today they are not. They are not. And what we were told was a 3-day war has turned into the beginning of a 5-year struggle. I admire the Ukraine strength. If you've ever seen a Ukrainian soldier in battle, there's nothing quite like it. And it's quite scary, and I love it. At the end of the day, we are on the right side of history. As I said to my colleagues on the floor that day, you have to ask yourself the question, am I a Chamberlain or am I Churchill? We are all Churchill today. And we will win this fight at the end of the day. So let me end by saying glory to Ukraine and glory to the heroes. Slava Ukraini.
Thank you so much for the passionate speech, and we are so blessed to have representatives from both chambers and both parties. Please welcome the Representative Jamie Raskin.
Thank you very much. It's hot here in D.C., but I like to say on Capitol Hill, it's not the heat, it's the stupidity. And it is the stupidity of not placing this issue at the very top of the public agenda. We've got to get the kids back. We've got to get the kids back. And I want to just start by thanking the brave people of Ukraine and President Zelensky for standing up for democracy, freedom, and human rights all over the world in their fight against Vladimir Putin, in their fight against Russia. And we must always be grateful to them for what they are doing, taking on unimaginable hardships and difficulties. And one of them is what we're here to talk about today. You know, I was thinking about the one time our three kids lobbied us to go to Disney World. And we went to Disney World, and you know, for the kids, it's just like a transcendental experience to be in Disney World. And we were at dinner, and suddenly one of them got lost. And for about 10 or maybe 12 minutes, we could not find our child. That I can remember those 10 or 12 minutes like it happened yesterday. It was so painful, it was so terrifying and so scary. I cannot imagine what the moms and dads and uncles and aunts and grandparents and siblings must feel like in Ukraine. We must share their anguish and their pain. We must get those kids back. To kidnap children in the middle of a military conflict is a blatant violation of human rights law. It's a blatant violation of international humanitarian law, the laws of war. It is a war crime, and if it's done intentionally in order to vanquish a people, it is part of the proof for genocide. So I just want to say that the American people stand with the Ukrainian people. We take to heart the message of the 20,000 teddy bears, which are up here. And teddy bears, I will say, are named after an American president, Teddy Roosevelt. But let these teddy bears be another symbol of the friendship and the solidarity between our two countries. And those of us in America, let us take heart, let us take example from the people of Ukraine. We must fight for complete, total sanctions against Russia and Vladimir Putin for what they're doing in Ukraine. And if all this weren't bad enough, they're taking Iran's side in Donald Trump's war against Iran. So maybe that will prompt the White House to get more engaged with this issue. We're calling on everyone of conscience across America and everyone of conscience in the Trump administration to take action today to get the kids of Ukraine families. Thank you.
It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a lot of partners in Ukrainian advocacy community to put this installation together. And we achieved it due to our amazing partners, American Coalition for Ukraine, among others. And I would like to invite the chairwoman, Mariana Tretyak, to close our opening remarks.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Mariana Tretyak. I serve as the chair of the American Coalition for Ukraine. We're an alliance of U.S.-based organizations and individuals who support Ukraine. We just concluded our 8th Ukraine Action Summit yesterday. We are so proud that this is the 3rd summit that has brought together delegates from all 50 states and Puerto Rico to come together and advocate for Ukraine. Our community includes Ukrainians, Ukrainian Americans, and Americans who have no connection to Ukraine other than the fact that they feel it in their soul that this is something important to support. And we're so grateful for everyone that joined us on the Hill. In 2 days, we took over 437 meetings with our elected officials. And this issue was at the top of everyone's mind and legislative asks. The stolen children of Ukraine. Next to me here on this wall, you see teddy bears. They're a symbol of childhood and innocence, a very thing that makes a child feel safe when they're scared. But each of these teddy bears represents a child who has not only had their innocence stolen from them, but their identity. All of these speakers before me have highlighted the truth that Russia has kidnapped tens of thousands of Ukrainian children, separated them from their families, and erased their names, their language, and their identities. This is not a side effect of war, it is a deliberate strategy of cultural annihilation. The International Criminal Court has recognized it, the world has recognized it, and yet these children have yet to come home. We came to Capitol Hill this week with a clear message. Their return is non-negotiable, and we call on Congress to maintain pressure to fund accountability mechanisms and to stand firmly behind every diplomatic effort to bring these children back to Ukraine, back to their families, and back to themselves. We are so grateful to the senators and members of Congress who have heard our pleas and turned them into meaningful support, not just this year, but since 2022 when this first came to light. To Congressman James McGovern and Congressman Chris Smith, who only last month held a bipartisan congressional hearing on this issue. To the U.S. State Department, who has allocated critical funding for the research that will contribute to bringing these children home. And I also want to thank Senator Klobuchar, Senator Blumenthal, Congressman McCall, and Congressman Raskin for standing beside us today. Every toy on this fence is a name, a face, a child waiting to come home, and represents the countless family members whose hearts ache for their return. I now invite our speakers to contribute to this installation by attaching one toy. Thank you for standing with these families and these children and standing with Ukraine. Thank you.